Welcome to Jane's English program. Hello, my name is David. You have selected Microsoft David, English, United States. Welcome to JEP. JEP, Jane's English program is an artificial intelligence-based computer program for learning English easily and quickly. JEP uses an artificial intelligence-based approach to teach about English grammar, general and special vocabulary, homonyms, synonyms, antonyms, idioms, proverbs, song lyrics, and also poetry. To speed up vocabulary mastery, JEP provides hundreds of illustrated word lists that can be learned easily. Apart from that, JEP also teaches conversation in English, which can be practiced by several students in turns. There are also examples of conversations in English for various situations, including at school, in store, at supermarket, at airport, at office, etc. By using JEP, your English language skills, both in terms of grammar, vocabulary, listening and speaking, will improve quickly. There are various voice types available: male, female, American, British, and so on, which the user can choose, both before and in the middle of the lesson. When studying conversations involving several people at once, JEP can change his voice, depending on who is speaking, so that the conversation becomes more lively. English mastery can be divided into 6 levels, starting from A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, and C2. A1 and A2 levels are basic levels at the elementary middle school level, while levels B1 and B2 are levels at the high school level. Levels C1 and C2 are advanced or college levels. To master each level requires mastery of a number of grammar topics and around 1,000 new vocabulary words. This initial version of JEP only provides lessons for levels A1 and A2, and some levels B and C.
Pengenalan menu program JEP. Program JEP terdiri dari beberapa menu yang dapat dipilih oleh pengguna. 1. Di kiri atas ada menu untuk memilih jenis suara yang ingin digunakan. Untuk Windows Home tersedia 1-3 pilihan suara saja. Sedangkan untuk Windows Pro bisa tersedia lebih dari 3 suara. Suara yang diinginkan didaftarkan dulu pada setting Windows. Kalau ada pilihan beberapa suara, maka pada percakapan, JEP akan otomatis menggunakan beberapa macam suara sesuai jumlah pembicara yang ada. 2. Di kiri tengah ada pilihan, level, untuk membatasi level pelajaran yang akan ditampilkan JEP. 3. Di kanannya ada pilihan untuk topik pelajaran yang akan ditampilkan. Setelah topik dipilih, maka suatu daftar pelajaran sesuai topik tersebut akan ditampilkan di list sebelah kanannya. 4. Tombol close untuk keluar dari JEP. 5. Di bawah pilihan suara, ada tombol speak. Pengguna dapat mengetikkan satu kalimat dalam bahasa Inggris dan JEP akan membacanya sesuai dengan jenis suara yang digunakan. 6. Tombol play all akan membaca seluruh daftar kata yang ada. Klik tombol stop untuk menghentikan pembacaan. 7. Tombol read text akan membaca seluruh teks yang ada. Klik tombol stop untuk menghentikan pembacaan. 8. Tombol quiz akan mengeluarkan kuis dengan enki pertanyaan kosa kata yang ada. 9. Tombol Ask untuk mencari topik pelajaran yang diinginkan. 10. Di sebelah kanan ada beberapa tab yang bisa dipilih. Antara lain, teks sama dengan penjelasan dalam bahasa Inggris. Indo sama dengan penjelasan dalam bahasa Indonesia. Picture sama dengan gambar ilustrasi. Galeri sama dengan oto-oto pemandangan berbagai daerah di Indonesia. Info sama dengan beberapa info penting mengenai belajar bahasa Inggris. Mohon maaf, penjelasan dengan suara dalam bahasa Indonesia kadang-kadang kurang jelas kalau membaca kata dalam bahasa Inggris.
I want to go to school today. I want to eat hamburger at McDonald's.
Hello, my name is Hazel. You have selected Microsoft Hazel, English, Great Britain.
Hello, my name is Zira. You have selected Microsoft Zira, English, United States. I want to eat hamburger at McDonald's. JEP, Jane's English program is an artificial intelligence-based computer program. English mastery can be divided into 6 levels, starting from A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, and C2. English grammar.
Tata bahasa Inggris adalah seperangkat aturan yang mengatur struktur kalimat dan penggunaan kata. Ini mencakup jenis kata seperti kata benda, kata ganti, kata kerja, kata sifat, kata keterangan. Preposisi, konjungsi, dan interjeksi yang menentukan peran kata dalam sebuah kalimat. Struktur kalimat biasanya mengikuti urutan subjek kata kerja objek. Bentuk kalimat dapat berupa kalimat sederhana, majemuk, atau kompleks, tergantung pada susunan klausa. Tense, masa lampau, sekarang, masa depan, menunjukkan waktu suatu kejadian berlangsung. Sementara aspek, simple, continuous, perfect, memberikan makna tambahan. Tata bahasa juga mencakup kesesuaian subjek kata kerja, memastikan kata kerja sesuai dengan jumlah subjek, serta kesesuaian kata ganti anteseden untuk kejelasan. Artikel,
Stop speaking.
an, the.
English grammar. English grammar is the set of rules that govern how words are combined to form sentences, enabling clear communication. It encompasses parts of speech, sentence structure, punctuation, and usage. Parts of speech. English has 8 main parts of speech. Nouns, name people, places, things, or ideas, e.g., cat, city. Pronouns, replace nouns, e.g., he, they. Verbs, express actions or states, e.g., run, is. Adjectives, describe nouns, e.g., beautiful, tall. Adverbs, modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs, e.g., quickly, very. Prepositions, show relationships between nouns and other words, e.g., in, on. Conjunctions, connect words or clauses, e.g., and, but. Interjections, express emotions, e.g., wow, oops. Sentence structure. Stop speaking. English tenses. English tenses. English has 16 different tenses, but 5 of them cover 90% of English sentences. English tenses are a grammatical tool used to express the time of an action or event. They help us understand whether something has already happened, is happening now. Stop speaking.
Tense dalam bahasa Inggris menunjukkan waktu suatu tindakan dan dibagi menjadi masa lalu, sekarang, dan masa depan. Setiap tense memiliki 4 aspek, simple, continuous, perfect,
Stop speaking.
dan perfect continuous.
English grammar. English parts of speech. Nouns. Singular and plural nouns. Countable nouns. Uncountable nouns. Possessive nouns. Pronouns. Be verbs. Most common English words lists. The most common 100 English words for kids. I. He. He is my brother. She. She is my sister. We. We are going to the park. Will. I will go to school. The most common 1000 English words. Some. I have some books on the table. Under. The keys are under the table. The most common household items English words. Trash can. Throw the trash in the trash can. Glass. I need a glass of water. Blender. The blender is for making smoothies. House. I live in a big house. The most common garden items English words. The most common house building items English words. The most common English words for computer and internet. The most common English words for sports. The most common English words for natural science. The most common English words for medical science. The most common English words for engineering. The most common English words for civil engineering. Building. The building is designed to withstand earthquakes. Foundation. The foundation of the building must be strong to support the structure. Excavation. Excavation work is required to lay the foundation of the building. The most common English words for mechatronic and robotic. The most common English words for landscape. The most common English words for homonym that sounds similar but have different meanings. The most common English words for synonyms, different words with same meaning. The most common English words for antonyms, words with contrary meanings. The most common Brits vs American English words. Autumn, br. Autumn is my favorite season. The most common English words for agriculture and forestry. The most common English words for high-rise buildings. Pictorial English vocabulary. Actions verbs. Crawling. Walking. Dancing. Vegetables 1. Turnip. Lettuce. Cucumber. English idioms lists for various situation and fields.
English idioms adalah ungkapan khas yang memiliki makna figuratif, bukan makna harfiah dari kata-kata penyusunnya. Idiom sering digunakan dalam percakapan sehari-hari untuk menyampaikan ide dengan cara yang lebih ekspresif dan kreatif. Contoh idiom umum dalam bahasa Inggris. Break the ice, memulai percakapan dalam situasi yang canggung. Spill the beans, mengungkapkan rahasia. Hit the sack, pergi tidur. Under the weather, merasa tidak sehat. Piece of cake, sesuatu yang sangat mudah dilakukan. Menguasai
Stop
idiom
speaking.
membantu dalam
English idioms lists for various situation and fields. English idioms are phrases or expressions with meanings that cannot be understood literally. They convey ideas, emotions, or concepts in a figurative way, making communication colorful and engaging. Learning idioms is essential for understanding native speakers and improving fluency. Stop speaking. What are English proverbs?
English proverb adalah peribahasa atau ungkapan tradisional yang mengandung nasihat, kebijaksanaan, atau kebenaran umum berdasarkan pengalaman hidup. Peribahasa ini sering digunakan dalam percakapan sehari-hari untuk menyampaikan pesan dengan cara yang ringkas namun bermakna. Contoh peribahasa dalam bahasa Inggris. Actions speak louder than words, tindakan lebih berarti daripada kata-kata. Honesty is the best policy, kejujuran adalah kebijakan terbaik.
Stop
Don't judge a
speaking.
book by its cover.
What are English proverbs? English proverbs are short, commonly used phrases or sayings that express general truths, advice, or wisdom. They often come from cultural experiences and reflect life lessons. Proverbs are metaphorical, which means their meanings are not always literal but symbolic. Key characteristics of proverbs. Stop speaking. The 100 most common English proverbs. Actions speak louder than words. He promised to help, but his actions proved otherwise. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. She started her career by taking a small internship. A picture is worth 1,000 words. This photo perfectly describes their happiness. A watched pot never boils. Waiting for the email won't make it arrive faster. Birds of a feather flock together. All the artists hang out in the same kafa copyright. The 100 most common English proverbs from Indonesia culture. Where there is sugar, there are ants. People are attracted to success. While diving, drink water. Multitasking and getting two benefits at once. If there's no rattan, roots will do. Make do with what you have. United we stand, divided we fall. Strength in unity. Where there's a will, there's a way. Determination brings solutions. Shame to ask, lost on the road. Asking for help can prevent mistakes. The 50 most common English proverbs from American Indian culture. A brave man dies but once. He faced the danger head-on with no fear. Listen to the voice of the wind. Pay attention to nature's lessons. Man is not made for the world, but the world for man. The world exists for us to make our own mark. The earth does not belong to us, we belong to the earth. We must protect and honor the earth. Why learn English through comics? Why learn English through comics? Visual context. Images in comics provide clues about the meaning of words and phrases, making it easier to understand even without a dictionary. For example, a character's expression or action often conveys the meaning of the dialogue. Stop speaking.
Belajar bahasa Inggris lewat komik adalah metode yang efektif dan menyenangkan. Komik menggunakan dialog singkat, gambar visual, dan konteks cerita, yang membantu memahami makna kata dengan lebih mudah. Keuntungan
Stop
belajar
speaking.
bahasa Inggris.
Let's stay at home. Let's stay home. I hate to go outside. Me too.
Why do you hate to go outside?
I meet too many jerks.
I agree.
This city is full of jerks.
Rude people are everywhere.
But what can you do?
You can yell at them.
And they will yell back at you.
Yelling doesn't do any good.
No. The best thing to do is just stay home. English conversation for children. Greeting.
Good morning, Tina.
Good morning, Rudy, and how are you?
I am fine, thank you, and how are you?
I am very well too, thank you.
Goodbye, Tina.
Goodbye, Rudy. Thank you.
Tina, I will help you.
Thank you, Rudy.
You are welcome.
Thanks.
That's all right.
Thank you very much for your kindness.
Not at all.
I am grateful for your help.
Anytime.
Once again, thank you.
No problem. English general conversation. Greeting. Making plans. Giving advice. English conversation at office. Business presentation for a new accounting software. Business meeting arguing about discounted price of a product. Business meeting about the new interior design for a school. Business meeting about a product failure. Advanced English includes understanding more complex, abbreviations, informal words, as well as the differences between American and British English.
Advanced English mencakup kosakata yang lebih kompleks, singkatan, kata informal, serta perbedaan antara bahasa Inggris Amerika dan Inggris Britania.
Stop speaking.
1.
Informal vs formal words. Informal vs formal words. English listening practices. English speaking practices. English writing practices. Learning English through music. When you believe. When you believe. Many nights we pray with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts, a hopeful song. We barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. Stop speaking. Somewhere over the rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow. Way up high. There's a land that I heard of. Once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow. Skies are blue. And the dreams that you dare to dream. Stop speaking.
Belajar bahasa Inggris lewat lagu sangat efektif karena menyenangkan dan dapat meningkatkan berbagai keterampilan bahasa. Lagu membantu melatih pemahaman mendengar dengan mendengarkan kata-kata yang diucapkan secara
Stop
alami
speaking.
dalam konteks musik.
Learning English through poetry.
Belajar bahasa Inggris lewat puisi memiliki banyak manfaat dalam memperdalam pemahaman bahasa. Puisi sering menggunakan bahasa yang lebih kreatif dan ekspresif, memungkinkan
Stop speaking.
pembelajar untuk
Why English is hard to learn. Why English is hard to learn. We'll begin with box, the plural is boxes. But the plural of ox is oxen, not oxes. One fowl is a goose, and two are called geese. Yet the plural of moose is never called meese. You may find a lone mouse or a house full of mice. But the plural of house is houses, not hice. The plural of man is always men. Stop speaking. Learning English through story. Learning English through drama. Learning English through games. Pictorial English vocabulary. Vegetables 1.
Start a quiz session. Please answer the following questions. What is the meaning of mushroom? What is the meaning of string beans? What is the meaning of spinach? What is the meaning of radish? What is the meaning of tomato? Congratulations, your score is 5 of maximum 5, excellent.